But if you change the paradigm, then suddenly everything else changes. So I'll start out by saying system of disciplined agility takes a systemic approach, and that's what's different. Systemic framework is what we call SOTA, and we think of SOTA that way. If you think of complex adaptive systems, your organization, your business as a complex system like that, then there are some ways to drive change, and then there are some ways to drive like reinvention, transformation, and calibration are the three levels. DNA level change, where your entire paradigm changes, like we were just talking about earlier, it changes everything. It's a new paradigm. Then you got a purpose, and the purpose drives everything below it. What comes below it from purpose, you go to structure, organizational design, who you partner with, make or buy, function or matrix, and all these things interplay. And you can recognize just how complicated any one of these levels is. But for it to really work, you have to account for all of them. That's the whole point of a systemic framework. But if you change the paradigm, then suddenly everything else changes. So that interaction, that interplay is really important because, as you mentioned earlier, strategy alone is not going to get you there. New process alone is not going to get you there. However, if you connect your strategy to your processes and to your metrics, then suddenly change starts happening. And all that is why we call the biggest summary of, or the essence of SOTA being purpose-driven, which is how systemic transformation can happen, and outcome-focused. So you connect the high order of systemic consideration with measuring what it's actually doing. And that needs to be outcome-focused, not activity or busyness focused. How many hours you spend on a task is really less important to the outcome than whether you converted more people. So all of that goes into SOTA. We have never found anything that actually stitched all these things together. And after, I'm speaking for myself, 30 some odd years as a business guy in the field of technology, and I've done tech companies and I've done all kinds of other industries, this has been the common theme, and it all culminated in, hey, taking a systemic approach to this is the actual unlocker. That's how it all comes together.